3 o'clock, good to have you aboard. Odyssey.com rewind. You missed anything? No updates today. Oh, well. So let's keep it moving. Rico, I have something for you, and it's going to require a little listening, but I think it's fascinating. And this is meant to show Lions fans where we've arrived. Look, I just want you to hear the things I'm going to read from you from an article today. And I want you to tell me what you value, don't value. Does this make you feel better or worse? I think it should make you feel invincible. Okay?
Okay.
So the headline, how the Lions went from perennial underdog to the sportsbook's worst enemy. ESPN research has scoured through every season they could back to 1970. The Lions have never, at any point of any season, ever been the Super Bowl favorite. This week, the Lions overtook the Chiefs as the Super Bowl favorite. Okay, so you're talking about a team that in the modern era of the NFL has the third worst winning percentage in football, only ahead of the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. But this year, ESPN writes, more bets have been placed and more money wagered on the Lions to win the Super Bowl on any other team at any sports book in America. The betting public is so on the Lions, the books are scrambling to build point spreads to dissuade people. It's not working. Then there's a section of the article, and I'm telling you, they're writing about one of our listeners, the young guy from Ann Arbor. Remember the kid with the parlay? And he calls in? Okay. So, for instance, somebody put a $27 parlay, UConn to win it all, Panthers to win it all, Dodgers to win it all, Lions to win it all. They're going to be due $90,000 if the Lions win. Another guy did a $50 site credit. Celtics, Panthers, Dodgers, Lions. He's due $100,000. Caesars just took a $150,000 bet on the Lions to win the Super Bowl at plus 440. That's $660,000 payout. But wait, there's more. The head odds maker at MGM says, quote, they are our biggest overall loser every single week, close quote. 12 weeks into the season, more bets, more money on money lines, on point spreads than any other team. More bets on Super Bowl than any other team. The Lions and the Chiefs are separated in terms of bets and handle, says Adrian Horton, director of the North American Sports Trading for ESPN Bet. Given their longer price start the year, Detroit is our biggest liability. Even the Lions reaching the Super Bowl, Rico, will kill the sports books as they have attracted more money from bettors to win the NFC than the next 7 teams combined. Okay?
I see that. Yeah.
All right. So, basically, here's my question. All right? This is important. Guys, does that boost your confidence or is that kind of the boogeyman? No. See, to me, that should boost your confidence. That's not all people from Michigan doing that.
Right there.
You know what I mean? Come on now. I mean, we'd love to think that, but it's not the city of Detroit carrying the banner and moving markets. Mm-hmm. Those are people that don't care about your team, don't like your team or dislike your team. They like money. And sure, a lot of the fun stuff with the parlays, all right, Lions fans. Couple of $10, $50, even $100 bettors, Lions. If you think Lion fans are dropping $150,000, $200,000 bets, or syndicates are made up of wholly Lions fans that are altering markets, you're crazy. So I ask you at 3:05 on Tuesday, November 26th, knowing the Detroit Football Lions are going to murder the sports book by winning the Super Bowl, more people have bet you to make the Super Bowl than the next 7 teams combined. The point spreads can't catch up with you, which back Rico and I's topics regarding you being historically good. Boost your confidence, or does that give you the willies? 248-539-9797. Rico, begin.
It has to boost your confidence because I think, Mike, of everything that you said, the thing that has to boost your confidence, we joke about it every Friday, the Lions alt line when we do the picks, meaning we just can't take the regular line. We have to boost this thing up to make it interesting. That's what Vegas is doing. Too many people are betting on the Lions. Why? because it's like death and taxes. They're going to cover not only, and so we got to push this thing out to balance the money, but you can't because the Lions will keep covering no matter where you put the point spread. That should boost. It should make you feel great about this team because even Las Vegas, like you said, this isn't local radio or local TV. Of course, we're rooting for the Lions. This is Vegas, who doesn't care about your team. They care about money, and they're afraid of your team because if your team wins the Super Bowl, that's going to be a big hurting on all of Las Vegas paying out all of those tickets. That should make you feel so confident.
All right, for the people who are nervous, here's maybe what you're thinking. The script writers will be out. Vegas will pick up the red phone, and they're going to screw you if they get the chance. Uh-oh. See, David just pointed at me. That's in the back of everybody's heads.
Because you're right. That's what people are going to think. At least that's what I thought
And
initially.
what do I always tell you? I never want to be on the side of the public. You want to be on the side of who the book needs to win the game. Because oddly enough, it feels like that happens more than not.
Yeah, and you know what? Here's a sad reality. The NFL didn't do itself favors. Remember the campaign they did last year in the preseason where all the top players sitting around a reading room reading the air quote script of the season and how things should go? And I'm like, why are you doing this? People already think that, you guys do things to make sure certain teams win. I understand, David, how you feel. But I think that this team has become the Hollywood story. This team is the darling. And I think that this team has to have their coronation because, oh my goodness, this was a team that was left for dead and no one thought that they would ever win. And look at them. They just won the whole thing.
Well, hold on, though. I want to question your wording here because you're saying the darling. Well, if the public is loving you so much, you're not the darling anymore, right?
You are, because you're the underdog, because this is new. Like, nobody likes the Chiefs because the Chiefs have too many Super Bowl trophies. So nobody was liking the Patriots outside of Boston. Why? They kept winning so much. But when it's your first time, that's when you're like, yeah, that's an up-and-coming team. They're hungry. And it makes you seem smart because I picked the Lions before anybody else picked the Lions. So, yes, they are the darlings.
People, it's a movement. The Lions are moving markets. The Lions are the team. They are Vegas's enemy. Does it build your confidence or make you a little scared? If you want to read the whole piece, it's on ESPN.com. It's really interesting. But to me, it should build your confidence. It tells you that people that have no stake in this other than money believe in your team and back your team. And look, it is, I don't know another way to put it, they're the best team of football. Like, it's just what it is. They're complete. There's no weaknesses. And then they just cut a guy who had a weakness. James Houston, released. Can't bleep yourself on national TV. 248-539-9797. We'll get more to people coming up momentarily. David, ticket text first. What do you got?
Oh, that terrifies me 100%. Like, I'm convinced Goff, Sewell, St. Brown, Demo are getting Tanya Harding the night before the NFC Championship game.
Jesus.
Yikes.
Can't say that. Good heavens.
Someone else says, drop in the bucket for Vegas. Go Lions. Not worried at all.
All right.
Man, the Lions being this big of a gambling liability tells me they aren't winning the Super Bowl. They will sway refs to get them out.
Oh, they're going to pick up the big red phone, according to that ticket texter.
Public loving you is a curse. Vegas isn't in the business of losing.
See?
Someone else says, or Sauna Ron says, NFL is legally classified as entertainment. They, quote unquote, won't allow that type of monetary loss. No brainer, not boosting the confidence I have. 2 words, boys, bricked up. All right.
Might need that as a drop.
The Lions have F people over 50 years. Just wait till all these people lose thousands because the Lions don't win. The ultimate FU from the Lions curse.
We'll get to the people momentarily. You are going to destroy Las Vegas if you win the Super Bowl. Does it build your confidence? Again, if you want to read the whole piece, ESPN.com. It's a good read.